Okay, so I feel like I keep repeating myself. I keep coming back, disappearing, coming back. Anyways, my very busy last month has gone. I am now back to normal life routine pretty much. This is my first time members 3 for 2 probably in 4 weeks, to be honest. I did a 40 lap race with Nathan and James, staff members at Warrington. I have got that video, so I will edit it and upload it when I have time to. I'm still a very busy person, just not as busy as what I have been. Anyways, in this race, so yeah, this was my first session back. Sorry, this is my second session of the night. I did a 59.2, which was probably the fastest time of the past month, to be honest. This car was honestly one of the best feeling carts all around in a long time from what I've been given. So got very fortunate. I think it was kart 21. Can I see it? Yeah, kart 21. The acceleration felt amazing. I believe the brakes had just been, the brake pads had just been changed because the brakes were amazing. The steering was really good both ways. No understeer, no oversteer. It was just luck of the draw, and I just got the car that everyone probably would have wanted that night. So yeah, let's speak about the race. Currently I'm behind Johnny Elliott. I believe he's racing BIKC in the heavyweight category. Not too sure. So yeah, I was behind Johnny in the first race. My car just never seemed to exit for me to get alongside him so I could actually rightfully take track position, safely. But this car gave me a little bit more oomph, and I managed to dive eventually. I think I did it turn 4 maybe. There was actually a really long red flag here, so I'll just pause this and then I'll fast forward the rest of this video. And back underway under yellow flags. Not sure what happened. Someone's car blew up, pretty sure. I fall back a little bit straight off the yellow flag just to give myself a little bit of distance. At this point, I already know my car is good. How do I know it's good? I just had that feeling. Usually when I have a feeling a car's good, it's good. So I was probably just pacing myself now to see how fast can I catch up the pack that was in front of me, and quite fast is the answer. Now I'm pretty sure Johnny does a 59.8 in this session. If that's wrong, then forgive me, but I think he does, which is a pretty insane time, especially this time of year with his weight. I'm not sure if he's 90 kilo. I think he had 90 kilo in his name. But yeah, 59.8 in the heat it was. It's like 24 degrees with these tire pressures and stuff. Yeah, pretty solid time. What kart is he in? 10? I think he was in kart 5 the first race, and kart 5's been a bit sloppy for a lot of people. I've heard a lot of complaints about kart 5. I've not had it, so I can't tell you whether the complaints are liable for discussion. So yeah, I'm working out now how can I get past Johnny, because Johnny is quite the defender. Obviously got a lot of experience in the racing field, races indoor, outdoor. So I know now my car is exiting corners much better than it was in session 1. I'm not going to upload session 1 just because the race was literally pointless for me to upload. I couldn't really do anything. My car wasn't amazing, so there's not really any point of me showing that. I clipped the apex into turn 1. I was kind of expecting this kart to give way sometimes. Like, is it going to understeer? Is it going to oversteer? But no, it just stuck to the floor like it weighed a ton. but it was so fast on moving. So yeah, I go turn 4 on Johnny. I get a bit fortunate, to be honest with you. I don't like going so far over those bumps just because it hurts your ribs for one, and for two, you end up sliding all over the place, and then you end up losing the position you've just gained because you go that far off the racing line. Got a bit lucky that nothing happened there, and I managed to keep the position. So now I'm in open space. I'm thinking, what time can I do in this car? Now, after my first session, I'm pretty sure I came off with a 60.4 or something. The car was very bogged down. It felt very sluggish. So when I got into this car, it was like a breath of fresh air. Total brand new experience, honestly. And I knew probably after the first outlap that this was my best chance of a solid lap time of the night, which I really was not wrong. I can't remember exactly what time it was. 59.284. I've got that in my head for some reason. But yeah, pretty good considering the circumstances and the outside temperature. And to be honest with you, I was really wanting another 58 just to make my BIKC average times 58s all around. I think I'm sitting on 2 58s and one very low 59. But with my OCD, of course, I want to get 3 58s. That's how OCD works, right? Well, it does in my brain. And wait, in front of me, Dylan Edwards. I know Dylan Edwards watches my videos. Yeah, he was racing tonight. Never spoke to him. I don't know why I didn't speak to him. I was probably just walking around. So yeah, sorry if I didn't say hi, whatever. But if anyone does see me, just stop me. Give me a shout, tap me on the shoulder. I don't really care. Someone did actually stop me in the pit lane and asked me if I was me. I was like, yeah, give me a little fist bump, and off he went. So yeah, if you do see him, if you do notice me, just say hi. I'm always up for a chat. And if you want some track tips, then I'm happy to give it. You know, I don't hide anything. Why would I hide any secrets, considering I'm filming everything I do and explaining everything that I'm doing and why I've done it? That would be pointless. I really don't care. If you can copy what I'm doing and you can be faster than me, fair play, you're racing the track better than I am. I don't know how many people can straight up beat me in a race around here. Probably a couple of people. Tommy, definitely. When he gets... I mean, he makes any car look good. He's a very good racer, indoor, outdoor. He's got his own car. Races a lot of 360s at the minute. He was there tonight. I am recording this voiceover a day later, so currently it's Tuesday. In fact, I lied. It's actually Wednesday. It's 3 AM, if anyone's interested to know. But yeah, Tommy's doing a lot of 360s. Warrington's really hard for people to race at the minute. I don't think a lot of people will enjoy racing here, just because it's quite uncomfortable. You're getting more fun and a better go-kart experience overall on other tracks. And I think it's down to the track surfaces, with the tyres being as hard as they are. I can't speak today. Hard as they are right now. It does make this track even more physically demanding than it ever has been. And this track is probably the biggest arm breaker out of all the Teamsport tracks. I'm not saying that from my experience. For one, I can't say that because I've not raced all Teamsport tracks yet. I am working on it. But a lot of people who have raced pretty much every track have said this track requires a lot of physical strength. And it is weird. The tarmac section is fine, but as soon as you get to like turn 4, that's where your body starts taking a battering. Turn 4 all the way up to halfway through the wooden section. It's so, I don't know, it's so tiring on your arms. I mean, if no one's aware, the 10-hour endurance race for Kart for Life charity event is the 29th of November. I have got a team in. I'm not going to tell anyone my team. The only people who know who my team is are my closer friends and maybe some of the staff at Warrington. But yeah, that's going to be a straight up secret. If you're confident in racing 10 hours, I'm racing a team of 5. I'll say that I'm racing a team of 5 for it, and we're going to do 2 hours between us each minus fuel stops. So hopefully I can get into some sort of good physical shape, because this track needs all the strength it can get. I'm going to have to bandage my hands up very well, because I did 45 minutes in this 3 for 2 alone, and I came off and my palms, which I never usually get, were killing me after only 45 minutes. And obviously you can't have that in the endurance race, because that's going to be very hurtful indeed. There's a yellow flag in this race, but I can't remember what it was for. Oh, and sorry, I should say, the lap that you just saw where I flew over the finish line was the 59.2 lap. You'll always know when I've done a good lap, because I'll purposely speed over the finish line. I'm not going to compromise my lap and take the natural racing line when I know I've had a solid lap, when I can just bolt over the finish line and get an even better lap time. Because, yeah, the start-stop timer is in a pretty stupid place. So if anyone doesn't know, here is the start-stop timer. So naturally, if you're racing a race, you're going to constantly be braking just before the finish line, and that's going to dock you some time. So the biggest advice I give you, if you want to get your PB, when you're having an amazing flying lap, we call it, just catapult it over that finish line and then just brake after you've gone past the finish line, because you are literally doing the best possible lap you think you can do. And if you bolt over the finish line, you're not braking before the finish line, you're probably going to be 0.2 seconds faster if you do that method. I guarantee if I broke before that finish line and continued into my racing line, I'd have done probably a 59.4. So yeah, I think this is the end of the race. Yeah, this is definitely the end of the race. 2 yellow flags in quick succession. And yeah, the marshal is here waving us all down. Yeah, that's pretty much the only video I'm going to upload. I actually don't have race 3 because I'll be honest with you, my battery ran out pretty much after this race. And I just didn't think I could do better than this race. This was quite a nice race to be a part of, and it was a pretty good time to post as well. So yeah, I'll try and come more often. I might be at Three Sisters next Monday. I need to figure out how I can put a camera on my helmet without them being annoyed at me. I think you can wear chin mounts maybe. I'll confirm with them. But yeah, I'll see you all next week.